a typically stronger starting lineup than usual for Jurgen Klopp today in the EFL Cup. Typically, we actually see Jurgen not field typically his starters, but we're actually going to see Van Dijk, Salah, and Jota is going to get his first start after scoring his first Liverpool goal against Arsenal at the weekend, winning that 3-1. I'm just getting the team sheets pulled up, and then we will start right away. Hello, Sergeant Found You. Nice to see you again. Appreciate you being here. As once again, as we're going to start this match off, and here you have Van Dijk that takes the ball off of Pepe nicely, and then Nico Williams, who suffered an incredible amount of abuse online that was somewhat not necessary, in my opinion, at all from his performance last week against Lincoln City. It was 7-2, and somehow our fans, which I personally would not call them fans if you were abusing our players online, kind of got into his head a little bit. The coaches had spoken to him, but he's a young player, and this is something that's usual and normal for those players to be able to get over that and also move forward off in their career. He spoke to Van Dijk, Robertson, Trent, Klopp, Pep Linders, all of them. They all spoke to him, and he seems to be have his confidence back and be able to, he gets to start in this match here. Milner's going to be slotting in today at right back, and we're going to have Jota playing in the place of Sadio Mane on the left wing. Grujic is going to be playing in the midfield. We have also Curtis Jones in the midfield, and then we have, I think it's also Williams once again at center back, which actually turned out to be a really good center back pairing. Here, Curtis Jones has a little space on the right wing. He decides to pass back. Oh, I can't find this. There we go. Liverpool FA Cup. Van Dijk looking for the diagonal, but he decides against it, and he's going to play it up to Nico Williams here on the right. And I think that was a handball. I think it totally did touch his arm, and he will be called for that handball and will be coming back. Not an egregious handball or anything like that. Just a simple mistake there. We need the crown. Oh, you want the crown? The people want the crown for the Carabao Cup. I will get the crown. Look, I found the crown. Crown's here. We're still champions, right? So, and we're going for the crown in the Carabao Cup. So we're going to be going for that here. So, and then Shaqiri is not going to actually have his place into the side after doing really well last week in that 7-2 performance and that free kick that he scored. But Harry Wilson's going to get into the match as well here and get his first start in a while for Liverpool, the youngster, after being on loan at Bournemouth actually last season in the Premier League, saw them get relegated, but he performed remarkably well under Eddie Howe's squad. And then he ended up coming back, and there are options to buy. I need the luck. They're in the wash. Yeah, the pajamas. Exactly. You got your pajamas that you got to wear all the time. Grujic almost caught out in possession, but does a really good job to get out of it. Taki's going to be able to find Nico Williams on the right wing, and then Liverpool are going to be able to move on the attack here. Nico's going to get a cross in, decent cross, but cleared away. Arsenal trying to pick up possession to be able to go on the counterattack. Harry Wilson doing a really good job being able to get back in defense as well. And then I'm still trying to get this one thing here to work, which I can't seem to get to work. Why not? In progress. There we go. Now I found it. Adrian's going to be playing in goal tonight. He actually did not need to start against Arsenal at the weekend, or I guess on Monday. It's not even at the weekend anymore. But he was able to get that start. He was able to not actually start because Alisson was able to get involved pretty quickly and also played an incredible match against Arsenal, actually saving us, I would have to say, multiple times on occasion. His goalkeeping was absolutely lights out for the squad. And we're going to have Bernd Leno, their Arsenal goalkeeper, is going to remain unchanged. So still a pretty strong side for Arsenal here. You're going to have Wilcock and Ketia and Pepe as the front three. Ceballos, who came on for the last 20 minutes against the match yesterday, and then Saka is also going to be playing, and Xhaka in the midfield. And then you're going to have Cedric Holding, Gabriel, and the Gabriel Malanges, the new signing from the French league, and the Kolasinac, Leno in goal. So it's a 4-3-3, both set up pretty much the same way. Arsenal most likely going to be using their same way and same idea to attack. Taki Minamino is going to get the start up front as the false number 9, taking the place of basically Firmino and what he necessarily needs to do and running around basically all over the pitch. Cedric with the ball in, then Nico Williams heads away. Salah is going to get a touch. Two of the senior players that we would see that typically don't play in these cups, or Salah is going to be onto the pitch, as well as Van Dijk, who only played a half last match after the game was so out of reach for Lincoln City. Salah plays quite a questionable ball back to Van Dijk. It's cleared away. Xhaka holds, gets it to Ceballos. Ceballos finds Xhaka. Or Xhaka. I think I'm saying it wrong. Wilcock is going to be able to get a step on Van Dijk, but the pass is going to find Adrian, and then Adrian will get the ball back up to Milner. Milner playing, sliding in pretty much anywhere he needs to on the pitch, but he actually has played left back for a significant period of time, quite a few years ago, and then Nico Williams will have a touch go out of play there, and Arsenal will pick up possession in the final third. Pepe gets behind Williams here. Pepe cuts back. Pepe cuts back once again. Byline. Williams, the other Williams, Reece Williams, blocks it away. Pepe still wriggling away, dangling, dancing. Grujic finally muscles him out of the way, but they retain possession. Pepe once again to Kolasinac. Salah picks up the ball, steals the interception, try to play out from the back, and then Arsenal cuts us out. Now Arsenal will be able to come back, and they will have their own restart as well. And sorry, apologies, I was not reading the YouTube side of things, so my apologies. Barca play today. Do you see the Champions League? Yes, this is the EFL Cup, and Nketiah is going to be coming into the box here. Pass. Liverpool are in trouble. Really good goalkeeping there by Adrian to get that away, but the pressure's still not gone. Cedric with the cross. It's going to end up into the empty cup. And then here you're going to see how this is basically created here. Xhaka plays a ball in behind Nico Williams. Pepe on the overlap there. He's going to be able to – he gets a really good head of pace there. And then Nketiah, I think he's just got to hit it right away. I don't think he can take that hesitation right there at all. He took the hesitation, but Adrian does a really good job in his all-black goalkeeping kit to get out there. In my opinion, the most beautiful goalkeeping kit that we've ever had. What is the score prediction? I think Liverpool should be able to take this match, but I think it will be a highly contested one. Most likely Arsenal will get a goal, so I'm probably going to go with 2-1 here. We should be able to see Arsenal out, but there is the possibility that they do beat us, mainly just because their star players aren't in. They have a little more depth. Not depth, but they have a little more strength onto the field, I would say, even though we are playing a pretty good, strong squad today. For the subs... For the substitutes, we have Harvey Elliott, Joe Gomez, Andy Robertson, Gini, Fab, Origi, and Kelleher are the subs. Saka's got a lot of space. Cedric's going to be inside of the box, not able to play a good pass back to Willock, and Liverpool were in trouble there, but able to get it out. Not the hottest start here for Liverpool, I would have to say. Yeah, I'm down to do a 3-1 once again. I'm interested to see once this match sort of calms down, especially from the start here, what necessarily happens, because I feel like we've been caught out a few times. Playing the high line with this against Pepe is extremely terrifying because of his pace and his absolute just gnarly ability to be able to get up the field and open up the spaces in behind. Minamino is going to be looking around, finds Grujic, who's playing in front of the two center backs today. Milner to Wilson to Jota, back to Milner. Minamino has a really nice space in front of the box here. He's going to get a ball spread over to Curtis. Curtis still looking, finds Salah. Salah overlap there for Nico, but a poor pass. It's going to Nico is going to be able to get a corner off of Saka there. Oh, and I got a Gwen Wilbur-Landers. I didn't know the Pep Guardiola Cup was on. Yeah, I know, right? It's quite interesting, and especially speaking about their draw, which we will at the halftime. It will be quite interesting to be able to bring that up. Here, Liverpool, Harry Wilson with the corner. It's near post. Grujic was able to win that, but I think it will go out for another corner once again here. Liverpool, there have been discussions of possibly selling Harry Wilson, Grujic, and also Ryan Brewster for around 60 to 80 million all combined to recoup kind of the spending that we had this offseason to kind of make it back to a zero net spend. Here, another corner coming in, right at the goalkeeper, right at Leno, and he hits it away. Nice ball in behind there. Curtis Jones finds Jota. Jota with the cross in the middle. Grujic hits it wide. Really nice play there and great heads up play. Jota again, always finding that space in behind. There's been rumors of discussions of but moving on Harry Wilson and a few other of the younger players, just mainly because it's at their point in their careers. Like Harry Wilson's not going to actually be able to get into the team, in my opinion, for the next 2 or 3 years, right? And then in 2 or 3 years, he's not going to be young enough. So then you can't actually sell him for a decent amount of money. It's not that you don't necessarily want the player, it's that you can't get the actual value out of them. Why can't I show the match? That is copyright infringement. So I will not be able to show the match. But we will be showing live NFL football starting on Thursday nights next week. Should be extremely exciting. Is Arsenal playing a back five? They fall into the when it's a unit and when we're kind of just going front to back, they do fall back into the back five. They basically just have the two midfielders come back in almost as wing backs, and they play like that, which is not necessarily the greatest way to play, in my opinion, but it's actually it has benefited them, and it's been doing really well against us in the future. Here's Mikel Arteta, who also had some. Yes, Liverpool. Yes. There's Mikel, who actually had some very nice words for Liverpool, and that honestly, respect between both of the managers. Spoke really highly of us and the challenge of the coming to play to Anfield and having to play here, and how good the quality of the team is. I mean, it was a nice gesture from Arteta to say those kind words. He didn't necessarily have to say that. Taki wins the ball back, but he's going to be called for the foul there. Minamino did a really good job to be able to win the ball off there from Xhaka. Xhaka. Back all the way from Leno, and the Liverpool press is going to be engaged here. We saw a lot of this playing out of the back from Arsenal at the weekend. Here we get the turnover. Curtis Jones tries to find Salah in the middle of the box, not able to, but a really calm header back from Xhaka back to Leno. Oh, thank you for the sub very much on YouTube, Tristan Roberts. Very appreciated. Thank you. Appreciate it. For all the viewers and everybody supporting out there, appreciate you guys supporting us, being in chat, and also dropping follows with the subscriptions. Those are great. So thank you very much. Appreciate it. Glad you're enjoying the content. Here's Taki's going to find Jota. Back to Milner. Milner will find Grujic, and then all the way back to Van Dijk. Yeah, Genwil, I would definitely have to say that the okay, got it. I would have to say Fulham are going to go back down 100%. I think Fulham and what's the other team? There's one other team that's going to go straight back down that they just came back up. I think West Brom and Fulham are going to go straight back down. They're both. I mean, they haven't done really anything that really changed the team there. And then Taki's going to get called for a foul here on Saka, and I think the yellow card's actually been shown to Taki for that foul. A little overzealous there, but honestly, I don't think it was much of a. I don't think it could, may have not necessarily been a foul there. Wait, It's off the screen. I actually kind of missed that. It's on Ceballos. I think it was after the pass. Somebody may have ran into the back of him. I think it was Jota that did. So the new signing there for Liverpool find himself into the book for the first time. And Jota is speaking to the referee as well, Captain Milner. Both of the captains as well. Looks like the most agreeable conclusion we could have come to. So props to the ref for calming things down there. Got to respect that. And then Arsenal will be able to ball here with a high line being played by Liverpool. If they can get the ball in behind the channels here and remain offside, this is extremely dangerous for us. Have been caught out multiple times. They play it back. Ceballos plays a long diagonal over to Cedric. They're onside. I think Cedric was onside. I thought the rest of the team wasn't. It was actually a really interesting play Arsenal did there to be able to not have to go against the onside. Cedric basically stays onside the whole time. He's staying onside. He's totally onside. That's a terrible call. Unless it was a foul. Yeah, not exactly sure there what happened, but that's a really, when you're playing against that high line, it's a really good idea to actually pass the ball out and get it out to the wing to cross it back in, because you basically eliminate the whole problem of the high line. Reece Williams doing a really nice job, and Nico Williams trying to wriggle out of the pressure. Curtis Jones down to Milner, almost hopped over for Milner, and then Wilson gets it over to Jota, and Jota gets it out. I just whispered you my work I did for teachers this morning. I will get to that when I can. I do the whispers. I'm not sure if the whispers show up on Twitch or anywhere else. Cedric to Ceballos. Pepe is going to be on the run here. I think he'll get the best of Williams to be the first one to the ball here. Williams definitely has his hands full against Pepe today. Nice ball in behind here from Arsenal, Reece Williams, but it's going to be deemed offside. Yeah, the Spurs. Oh, thank you, Sergeant. I'm not on Twitch right now, but once I get back on it, I'll add it back because I just use Streamlabs when I'm looking at it. But the other thing here, Genwill, on the YouTube side of things, you're talking about the Spurs. Yeah, Spurs actually started the match in a pretty interesting and quite funny thing that happened the other day, of where Eric Dyer had to run off the pitch because he needed to do number 2 and use the restroom, and then you ended up actually having Mourinho come back and chase him. So that was quite interesting to be able to see all in general. And I wonder if people just in general think this is like a rerun or a different match, because to be honest with you, I wasn't necessarily aware that we were playing Liverpool, or we weren't playing Arsenal once again in a long time. Here, Curtis Jones is going to have some space in behind. He should have played the early ball to Minamino. Salah's going to eventually get it to Minamino. Minamino puts it to Salah, but they cut that off real quickly. Should have passed it one more down to Jota, in my opinion. I see chat on Streamlabs, so it's like right here in front of me. I don't have like the actual Twitch itself open. I don't read it off of the Twitch. I mean, I guess I could, but I actually think that's just more difficult. Harry Kane has already scored in the other match 2 minutes in. Harry Kane, I would have to say, has been on a flyer, especially when Mourinho's in there and getting involved. It works out pretty well for him, I would have to say. And I need to make sure it looks like I'm still working. Oops. There we go. Yes, no, you're actually not. Gwen Will also on the other side on YouTube is as well. So you're not the only one. Yes, on Twitch. That's why we necessarily do it on both platforms, because Twitch kind of necessarily comes out as more of a gaming platform. So they not as many people expect sports and those things to be on it, which is why YouTube kind of works at well as well. So here, Curtis Jones is going to actually get a little too overtly aggressive there and draw a foul. And it's going to be a quick free kick taken for Cedric. And then Milner does a good job to dispossess him. Wait, you're working while streaming? Sort of, I guess. I'm online. I'm available if they need me. Cedric all the way back to holding. Arsenal definitely taking more of the possession, more of the time here than they necessarily did at the weekend. Van Dijk steps up into the center half, and then the ball's going to be played in behind. I think we're going to slightly be in trouble, but Milner gets a really nice touch to send that out of the out of bounds there. And thank you very much for the follow, Gwenwill on Twitch. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that, and thanks for enjoying the content, showing some love. Brookie 1K, unfortunately, cannot show the game due to copyright laws, but we will be talking about the match. And also, we have some good people in chat, so it's pretty entertaining and fun. You can listen to the commentary if you would like. Milner wearing the armband today since no Henderson. Henderson's still sort of slightly sidelined and out of the match with a slight injury. I think it's still the knock on the knee, unfortunately. Grujic called once again for the foul. Yeah, I would say that the team, honestly, I think it's necessarily how the setup of the team is. When you don't have Van Dijk and you don't have all the starters like Mane, Firmino, just the team formation, the actual possibility of dominating the football is very different, and a lot more different than when we have all our starters on. Like now, we're actually just not able to retain possession as well. We're not able to play front to back. It's just it's slightly different when you have different quality, obviously. So the game's going to look different. You need me a mod for fellow Liverpool supporter. I would if you could be. I'll have to speak to my brother, who's the other co-commentator. We do a lot of other sports, but at some point we will need mods. There have been some times where some of our games pop up and there's like 300 people in chat and we have no idea what's going on. It's impossible to read. Blame Jeff Bezos. Tell him to have more Amazon football matches. So actually, Jeff Bezos is being very nice to us. He's going to let us stream NFL football. So we'll be able to do that. So I do have to thank Jeff Bezos for that one next week on Thursdays. Nico Williams passes it back to Reese Williams, and then Adrian will get it over to Milner. And then Harry Wilson will be able to run into this ball here. Jota's still along with him. Gets a nice, tries to play Jota in, and then it will go out of bounds. Sergeant found you. I would, but I'm not the other commentator. As in my brother, he's the one that sort of like manages it all and runs it all. I've just kind of support him, help him out, do the streams, and kind of do some of the back end stuff. So he's really the boss, I would have to say. So he's the one that makes the decisions about mods and all that type of stuff. So unfortunately, I cannot. I actually don't even think I have the power to do it on this account. Reese Williams going to pass it down to Van Dijk, but he will be on some of the streams on the weekend. So if you do catch him, you can ask him then. Curtis Jones, he's pushing the ball up, and Nico Williams will have it as well. This is the first time Liverpool's really gotten able to play into the final third of Arsenal here. Reese Williams going to pass it to Harry Wilson. Wilson looking, plays a ball into the box. Falls down possibly to Salah. Salah plays it back into the box, and a nice header back from Kolasinac. Are we live tomorrow? Yes, we will be live tomorrow at 9 p.m. Friday for Game 2 of the Miami Heat and LA Lakers of the NBA Finals. We did the stream last night. It was fantastic. Had tons of people in chat, lots of new follows. It was fantastic. It was so much fun to do it with everybody and hang out as well. Unfortunately, the content, as in the game itself, was not that great. 9 p.m. American time. So UK, it would be 2 in the morning, unfortunately. But we will be doing the game at the weekend against Aston Villa. Ceballos plays a nice ball in behind here for Saka. Saka's going to try to play in a cross. Reece Williams with a nice header out. Yeah, I don't expect you to be up that late at UK time. Just a very good job there, Williams, to actually get the ball out of play. They're complaining that Williams did foul him, but let's see here on the replay. Some contacts. I don't think there's much there. Yes, I know what you meant. Don't worry. Oh, Gwenville, you are Heat Nation, so yeah. I want trust me. I want it to be a series. I don't want I don't want it to just be like a sweep and have it over like that. It's not fun. It's also not that much fun to commentate and all that type of stuff. When it's just like kind of a blowout. Like yesterday was fun. It was great because we had everybody in chat, everybody was talking, communicating, things like that. But like in general, it was like it's just not that much fun. Um, Oh, if you didn't read the rules of the chat, yeah, we let a decent amount of things slide here, but just none of the isms and things like that. So we're all good. The Ceballos will play the ball all the way back to Leno. Grujic. There is also another huge taking the miss for yes. That is a good one, Sergeant. I like that one. I may have to incorporate that in my regular language, my everyday word and everyday conversation as well. Salah kind of finds himself in the midfield. Hasn't really seen much of the ball here. Nico Williams will get the ball here and actually find Salah in the center. Salah kind of trying to run the show a little more. Finds Jota. Nice defense there by holding to get it out with the clearance. Then Ceballos is able to come out and pick it away. Van Dijk steps up, wins the ball, and then Wilson should probably get called for the foul there. I think it was some contact there that he and I think it was Wilcock, was it? Or no, it was Nketiah. Yeah, both of them kind of lunged for the ball. He just ended up getting there second best. So unfortunately, that's kind of how it ends up for him. He was just second to the ball. The foul's called. Yes, I do know. I've ventured in my time in my life. I've spent time in London and in other places in England as well. So I kind of know the lingo. It is. I would have to say your language is and the phrases and everything is exceptional. Harry Wilson with a nice ball in. It's going to go over Van Dijk's head, but then it should go out for a throw in. Yeah, I agree with you again. Well, I also think any team that came out of the East, speaking about NBA, any team that came out of the East was always going to struggle against the Lakers or the Clippers. It was really pretty much like nothing you could really do or nobody has an answer for AD and LeBron. That's ultimately the problem at the end of the day. Salah here is going to pick up possession, but he seems to find himself going backwards. Jota's going to play a ball in behind here from Milner. Milner gets the head on the cross, but I think it's going to eventually just be called offside. Yeah, I would have to say I used the duck one a decent amount. Yeah, the East is to be honest with you, again, it'll be pretty interesting to sort of see what happens with um, the Golden State Warriors and kind of sees what comes of them because I think after like a year or two, LeBron's probably going to get too old and then the West will sort of die off. But it'll be interesting to see what necessarily happens with the Warriors because they're still there. Like we have to remember that there's still like a Klay Thompson. There's all these other people. Ethan Malcolm saying shave AD's brow and then he will lose all his power. Yes, that is a possibility. Here, Liverpool still with the high press, and then Shaka trying to unlock it with the long ball that gets cut out there by Nico. More coffee. Taki and Shaka getting to a little tussle there. Holding will have the ball and then find Cedric. Cedric, Arteta puts his hands up and tells him to calm down, and he passes it back. Wilcock. Long ball in. Van Dijk should be okay here, able to deal with it. Yeah, again, well, the other thing is, too, though, I feel like the Warriors have been on vacation for like 2 years now. So I think they may be ready to come back. Nico Williams back to Reese Williams. I'm going to find Milner. Yeah, look at this, Sergeant Found. You're giving me all these new terms I can use when I'm not on stream, per se, and I can say what I would necessarily want. Holding with a pretty egregious foul there on Williams, getting the best of him. We have individual Oz Hoopstrick that hangs out with us a lot for basketball streams. He's from Australia, granted, different places of the world, but it is definitely it's similar lingo-ish. It's kind of fun. Gramps wants to know what channel it's on. It's on ESPN Plus, so I don't think it's actually on a channel. You have to watch it on the iPad or the TV if it's got an app. I have an ESPN Plus account, so I can send it to you, Mom, if you need. Who is that? Who is that behind you? No, that's my friend. His bike broke down, so he's hanging out for a little bit. Salah with a nice chipped ball in there to Nico Williams, to Jones, to Salah. And also when I say bike, I mean motorcycle. So there's a difference there. Milner, still looking, probing. Yes, I know our father struggles with technology. Salah coming in deep here, more than typical. Can definitely see how he hasn't gotten much on the ball and wants to get his imprint on the game here, but still Arsenal holding pretty strong. Taki looking and probing. That poor touch is going to get away from him, and Pepe is going to have a chance here on the break on the counter if Arsenal wants to go forward. But currently he's just surrounded by a bunch of Liverpool players, and somehow he actually ends up falling into Curtis Jones and is called for the foul. Pepe is putting his shoe back on. Net squad capable of conference finals or not. That's also the other team that I forgot to complete. That's the other team that I totally forgot was the Nets with KD and Kyrie. Yeah, that's something else totally taken into consideration for next year in the East. I feel like this year was a weird, like all the stars are like injured. They're just like, it's like an off year just in general, but it is pretty neat. Bye, Bob. Go back to work. Kolasinac, pressured here by Mo. Gabriel all the way back to Leno. Gabriel, nice play. Nice passing here to play out from the press here by Arsenal. Will they break it? Almost. Liverpool got the high turnover. Xhaka with the ball. Has Curtis Jones and Taki on him. Xhaka still. Arsenal still trying to play out. Bad header that's going to go all the way back to find Jota. Nothing comes of it. Gets cleared away. Kolasinac sends Minamino to the floor. Curtis Jones picks up the ball. Curtis Jones is going to take a shot with the left foot. I think it was a cross. It didn't look like it had that much power or actually any pace on it as well. So unfortunate there. And yes, that's probably what I should be doing. Yeah, no one scored. Trust me, if I'll be way more excited when they score, or when Arsenal scores, I'll be way more upset. Either way. Pepe is going to be here once again. Pepe is able to run onto that, but then Grujic gets a really good foot in there. I don't know if it was a foul or not. I think he got the ball. Ask my friend if he can do his work. There's nothing to be done right now, so it's okay. There's no work to be done. Shaga. Arsenal being, I would say Arsenal look way more comfortable in this game than they did at the weekend. Granted, you would say when you pay a team twice and you're also playing against lower caliber players necessarily on their bench, that would happen. But just saying, Mo's going to try to get this ball in for Wilson, but it actually goes all the way to find Milner. Milner's going to push in forward. Jota comes out, back out to Milner. Milner thinking. Milner passes back to Jota. Jota to Minamino. Salah's trying to find Jota. What is a really nice idea, but the ball wasn't fully on there. Grujic. I mean, Grujic honestly just looks like an absolute tower in a unit. It looks like he's way taller than everybody. He's like 6'3", 6'4". Do you still check emails? Yeah, I just check emails. Yeah. I know it's a big ask, but the Celtics crying out for a reliable center, and they do have potential. Yeah, so I actually watched Taco Fall. We would actually commentate on a decent amount of G League games because we were actually able to show the game itself. We actually watched Taco play a lot. I think he would be excellent for the Celtics. I just worried him defensively. He actually just can't move his feet that well. I think he needs to develop. To be honest with you, what the Celtics need is like Bam Adebayo. That's pretty much what the Celtics need is somebody exactly like him. Tice, unfortunately, is just not the center for them. I mean, Tice is good enough. He does what he needs to do, but he's not the center to get them over the hump. Milner with the throw in here to Curtis Jones. Cedric dispossesses him, and Cedric here is going to be marauding forward, finding Wilcock. Shaka with the ball there. Ooh, that was a pretty hard tackle. No contact there. Curtis Jones maybe being able to get this ball in for Jota. No, he doesn't. He decides to go backwards to Milner. Milner up to Jones. Back to Milner. Back to Van Dyke. Are you doing a giveaway at 250? I think we're going to do a giveaway at... We haven't decided on the Twitch side yet what we're going to do the giveaway at. I think maybe 3. I'll have to talk to my brother about it. But we want to maybe do 400. I think we'll do a 500 on YouTube. We'll do maybe like a 250 or 300 maybe on Twitch. We did do giveaways last year, and we actually gave away 2 Duke jerseys, which is pretty neat. Jota makes a nice turn, edge of the box, goes to Taki. Taki's not able to get the possession. Grujic trying to fight through with his massive feet. And then here, Milner to Grujic again. Grujic finds Jones. Jones thinking about crossing, working, cuts inside, cuts back outside on the left, possibly going to cross. Rabona. Wow, that was actually kind of beautiful, but it didn't. It was blocked out. Good defense there by Arsenal. But I would have to say we would do the follow giveaway depending on, see, now that we're doing different sports, right? It's whoever wins the giveaway would be, like, you would be able to pick it. So like if you followed us for football, you could pick your own football jersey. Or if you followed us for basketball, you could pick your basketball jersey type thing. Maybe we'll do something like that. Not sure yet. But yes, we do giveaways. We also were giving away $500 for the March Madness for the March Madness tournament that never happened. So whoever was the winner of that, all you had to do was follow or subscribe on YouTube or Twitch. You're actually able to play in our March Madness tournament, and the winner of that got $500. So those are, like, we do pretty fun things with sports like that as much as we can, brackets and all that type of jazz. I actually may do one for the Champions League. That's not a bad idea. Speaking of which, I need to get that ready. Liverpool have the throw in here. Oh, this is perfect, actually. Five more minutes to go here in this half. It's been, I would say, yeah, go for it. You can clip me all you want. You can quote me on that. You can post it or anything like that. You got it. The one thing here I just want to be somewhat wary of, I would have to say, there hasn't really been much action on goal or anything like that for either squad so far. I would actually have to say Arsenal's had the um, has had the advantage here on shots on target and being the most aggressive so far. Liverpool having some trouble just getting into the box and working it. Kolasinac back to Saka, then back to Xhaka, and Gabriel, the new signing. Ceballos asking for a quicker pass than what he received. And Ceballos with a nice left-footed ball, but it's going to go out of play for Pepe, and it will be a throw-in for us. Klopp there, looking freezing for some reason. It's October, and I'm assuming in Liverpool it is absolutely freezing. And then Ceballos will take a slice at it, but I think Adrian knew the whole way it was going. It was going out of play there, so nothing there for Adrian to be worried about. Van Dijk's going to play it from the back and plays an extremely long diagonal, looking for Salah. Kolasinac does a really good job of getting that out, and then Liverpool will try to press here to win the ball back high up the pitch. Wilcock or Nketiah, sorry. Wilson battling. Pepe will have the ball. ASMR? You want me to do ASMR? That one I didn't even call because it was so obvious the flag was offside there on Saka, who actually gets they do get in behind the Liverpool line. It was Ceballos on the ball there, but Reece Williams, Milner, Van Dijk all on the line together, playing the high line. Perfect there for them. Well played by Liverpool. We actually caused the most amount of offsides out of any team in world football. We averaged I think it was 6, like 3 to 6. I know it's large because I forget the stat if it's from 3 to 6. I'll have to find it again, but I know for a fact we have the most offsides ever called because of our defense, which is terrifying because it's such a fine line. No pun intended. Wait, in Liverpool, it's 9 Celsius? It's that cold already? My God. That's crazy. I didn't know it got that cold that fast. That's absolutely insane. Also, question. I'm assuming you're from England. Well, I don't know if you're like a fan of him or anything, but I follow Tyson Fury on Instagram, and he's always talking about Morecambe or Morecambe, and I guess that's where he trains. Like, what's the big deal about that place? And then Jota's going to go down in the box here, and I think it's going to be a penalty, possibly for Liverpool. He's thinking. He says the foul's outside of the box. Okay, well, I think you can VAR this and or maybe there's no VAR in the Carabao Cup here. Let's see where the foul is. Jota, that's in the box. I think that's in the box. He falls in the box. Let's see where the contact begins. Ceballos, the ball. Oh, actually, I think he's right. I think it is outside of the box. I think it's like literally by an inch outside the box. Yeah, that was the there the commentator says what I says. There is no VAR in the Carabao Cup, so at the end of the day, it's all up to the match official here to make the decision. And I'll be honest with you, I thought it was a fair decision. I think he actually the contact was made, and then Jota falls. Like the last step is outside of the box. So, unfortunate, I would have to say for us, but I don't think it's completely the wrong decision. Milner with the cross in. It's going in. It's going to be headed out by Gabriel. Taki, ball's up in the air, the box. Saka tries to hit it out. It's going to fall here to Curtis Jones. Curtis Jones isn't. I think Curtis thought he played it out of play. Nico Williams, ball into the box. Jota, score! Minamino hits the post. Oh, we had it there to take the lead. An absolute beautiful cross from Curtis Jones to find Jota. Jota hits it in the box. A great save from Leno. And then off of the rebound, Taki hits the post. Oh, it was. I'm gonna say, got to see the replay again, but I think that it wasn't necessarily an easy tap and finish. I think it rifled back to him. So we'll see again. Here is, no, Nico Williams here with the cross. It fouls to Jota with the header there. Yeah, he's got to tap that in. You can't miss that. He's too close. He's too close. I understand it's coming rifling right at him, but he's got to get that in the net. But here the pressure is on Jota and Minamino. I mean, these two newer signings, I would have to say. I mean, they're getting involved here. This is a great header from Jota and an incredible save, I would have to say, from Leno. He's full stretch here. Yeah, Minamino's got to tap that in. Leno again with a nice punch out, commanding his area. Harry Wilson with the cross here, trying to look. It's going to fall to Jones. Jones just rifles it across and just smacks it at Van Dijk's head, and I think that's going to be end of the half. I like quieter streams because the big ones you get ignored. Yeah, I agree. There's like a fine line of how many viewers a streamer needs to have to where they can still talk to you and have a conversation, and then when you just start getting ignored. It's a pretty interesting thing. And I was talking about Morecame. I don't know if I'm saying it, or Morecom. I just see like Tyson Fury is always posting. Is it just like a nice coastal town or something like that? I think that's where his gym is or where he trains. But to get to I just comment here, Genwill. Let me see. But to be a pessimistic Heat fan, I think we'll be out soon. But to be an optimistic fan, we got two rookies that are given the chance to course in Ciros. Yeah, So Genwill, I think it's going to be really interesting since Goran's going to be out injured. I don't think he's going to come back from that plantar tear. It sounds like a pretty awful injury, not going to lie. And like, it's also one of those non-contact ones, which is even worse to get one. But I would have to say it's going to be interesting just to see game 2 and see if Kendrick Nunn can actually make a difference. If he can, maybe there's a difference in the series. But as of right now, I don't think it's going that great. Oh, back to K Simon meme Simon ban me because I spam saying, yeah, don't spam us and then we won't have to ban you. So that easily will work there. So one thing here, hero none of the starting, none 6-man. Yeah, that would be a good idea. So one thing that did happen today that I would like to touch base on, and I know my brother who's still operating the YouTube side, I sent you the link on the Zoom side so you can switch the screen when I switch the screen. The link's right there. So this is going to be Group A and Group. This is all the groups here for the Champions League draw. And I'm going to get this on the screen real quick. Sorry, it's going to take just 1 second. What is it on Firefox? The draw. There we go. All right, so this is the draw here for everybody. And just before we go through that, I do want to respond to Sargent and also going to respond to Genwill on the YouTube side. Morecom is brilliant. That's the big deal. Go out there. It's brilliant. Once I said it, thanks. He thinks you said it multiple times. Yeah, I was just wondering because it seems like a beautiful coastal town. Genwill here saying we're switching between football and the NBA. I'd rather non-starter hero 6-man hero buckled under pressure when he got given the last chance at game. He's only our trump card right now on the bench. Yeah, I think maybe you throw Nunn in and then keep Hero as the 6-man bench because he may help it in that direction. So I think that's actually a pretty good idea. So here we are. This is the group stage for the Champions League. I'm going to kind of just go down the list and kind of give my predictions of them, but I'm also going to, at the end of it, name the group of death type thing. Group A, Bayern, Atletico, Salzburg, Lokomotiv. So in this one, I actually think the Atletico Bayern Munich is going to be an absolute just cracker of match, especially with Luis Suarez playing for Atletico Madrid after them buying it for just for basically 6 million euros. They basically bought him, and it was fantastic. I think that team is going to be really good. going forward. And Salzburg's a good team, but I just don't see them being good enough to beat Atletico or Bayern, Lokomotiv Moscow. Yeah, just going to leave it at that. They're not going to win any game in that. Bayern and Atletico to move on. I think there's a possibility Atletico will come out with the 1 seed out of Group A, but I think Bayern right now is playing way too strong. In Group B, we have Real Madrid, Shakhtar, Inter, and Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach has been playing exceptionally well in the Bundesliga. Look for this one to be kind of just Inter may stumble a little bit. Real Madrid's not the typical Real Madrid they used to be, but I still think Inter, Real Madrid come out of this one, Mönchengladbach with the possible upsets. As I always say, it couldn't get easier for Manchester City. It's like they must pay people off or something like that. You never know. But there's no way here. I mean, Porto, Olympiacos, Marseille, this has got to be the easiest group there is here. Man City definitely goes on. Porto probably moves on from that one as well. Group D, Ajax, Atalanta, and Midtjylland. I honestly don't really know how to pronounce it, so I do apologize. This is going to be an extremely exciting group. I think we're going to be able to win the group, and I think we're going to be able to move on 100%. I think the matchup against Ajax, I'm really bummed there's no fans, because going to Amsterdam Arena, having those guys also come to Anfield, these stadiums would just be going nuts. Like we're going to some of the best stadiums in Europe for this. We're going to the San Siro for Atalanta, and then we're also going to the Amsterdam Arena for Ajax. I wish there were fans. It would be absolutely a massive ruckus. It would be so much fun. But I think the styles of play, Liverpool and Ajax, it'd just be an exciting match. The same thing with Atalanta. They play such attacking football. I think it's just going to be it's going to be an exciting group, but I really do think we will come out ahead and win this group. I think Ajax and Atalanta, I think Atalanta actually will come out. They've been in really good form in the Serie A. Let's talk about 6, baby. Yeah, every single time I see someone in a Liverpool shirt walking in the street, I always say, let's talk about 6, and I always get a wry smile back. Liverpool will win this year. They win every 2 years they get in, and the red light district in Amsterdam. Yeah, interesting place. Group E, I would say this is like the not group of death. It's like the opposite. It's like the group is so bad that I don't know what's going to happen. Chelsea, I think the clear winners here. Sevilla also moving on as well, but just no really massive heavy hitters. Sevilla coming out of winning the Europa League. Now I think it's like 6 out of the last 8 years. They have more European championships than most clubs in the world, which is incredible to see. But Sevilla really playing the right way. They have a great management, great staff. Chelsea, we'll see how the $270 million does in Europe. Rennes and Trans Krasnodar, I have no comments. I don't know anything about them. Group F, Dortmund, Zenit, Lazio, Bruges. I'm going to say Dortmund, Lazio take these. Zenit maybe puts up a good fight. Our old friend Dejan Lovren is actually playing for Zenit. And also Simon Mignolet is goalkeeper for Club Bruges in his home of Belgium. So that should be a pretty interesting. It'll be neat to see some Liverpool players in that one. But I really think Lazio and Dortmund are the two strong teams, and they're going to take it. Dortmund is number one as the group coming out on top, and Lazio is number 2. Now, the fun group begins. I think the Juventus-Barcelona matchup is going to be fantastic. And this is the first time we're going to be able to see Messi and Ronaldo actually play on the same pitch together since the El Clásicos, if I'm not mistaken here. So this is going to be really exciting. See the two best players in the world go head to head. Overall, I think I've gone on record saying I think Messi overall is a better footballer. So in general, I think he's a better player than Ronaldo. Ronaldo is by far the better scorer than Messi. I think Messi's a more complete overall footballer. I think Ronaldo's a better striker and scorer of the ball. I think Messi has better attributes all around. But that also doesn't matter. He's still the second best player in the world. See, you prefer Ronaldo to Messi. It depends, right? It depends what type of person you are. If you want to score the goals and you want a goal poacher and a scorer, you would take a Ronaldo type person. If you want someone that can kind of create from the back, kind of create the magic and move forward, that's like the Messi more type of person. So it's different characteristics lend itself to different type of people as well. Now so in this one, I actually think this is going to be a pretty easy one. For Juventus and Barcelona, I don't think Kiev is going to really put up much of a fight. Yeah, they've been basically trading Ballon d'Ors back and forth. I don't think the fact that other people have gotten involved and won it off of them is it's crazy to me. Group H, So again, Will, you were the last group, so I wanted to get to you here. PSG, i.e., in my opinion, the kind of the plastic fake club, against Manchester United, Leipzig. I think this is the hardest group in my opinion here. I do, mainly because of Leipzig. Leipzig's still a really good squad. They made it to the quarters, I think it was last year I guess 2 months ago against and they lost out of there. So they've been far in the Champions League. Man United hasn't looked that great, to be 100% honest with you, coming out at the start of the season. Just really hasn't been going for them. They did win against Brighton yesterday, but remember that is a League Cup match. They were playing Pogba and Van de Beek. I mean, they were playing a pretty strong lineup against Brighton, which credit to them. They still won the match, but they've been struggling against better competition. PSG, so this one, I think it's a toss-up between Man U or Leipzig that move on from this one. I think it should be a really exciting match, though, and a really exciting group as well. Overall, I think Liverpool are looking pretty good here. I don't think we should have that much concern as well. Why are we in Group D, not A? We are better. I don't. So how it works is the groups don't. I don't think it's actually based off the groups. It's you're all from one pot. So like all the best teams are in pot one. So we're in pot one with Bayern, Real Madrid, Porto, PSG, Juventus, and like the other top clubs. And then you get picked. So each one in the one pot will be the one seed in like group A, B, C, D. And then we go to like pot two. So the second best teams, and then they get selected, then the third best team, and then the fourth best team gets spread out. So I don't think the actual like grouping matters. What matters is the level and the order that you're kind of selected, if that sort of makes sense. So that will be it for the Champions League. Super excited for that. I think it's going to be an absolute cracking Champions League. It's going to be really I actually think it's kind of like we have so much football to get through. It is unbelievable. The amount of matches, League Cups, Champions Leagues, all these type of things just going on at the same time. It's absolutely bonkers how much football is going on, how much other sports in general. And I think, Sergeant Founty, you're saying we're going to win the Premier League again. So I, at the beginning of the season, I really didn't think we were going to win the league at all, like at all. We didn't buy anybody. We were everybody looked tired. A lot of people looked disinterested, a lot of the players. And then once we started making moves, Jota, and then we also got Thiago, right? That's when like the team itself started to look like a little better as in general, like working together, and also the competition in the squad raised. Everybody had to bring their level up and to be able to actually continue and play every single week. So I think just bringing those two signings actually not only just impacted the team positively by making us better, but made everybody on the team better themselves. So I think it's brought the level of play up in the squad. I would definitely have to say. Now we should be coming back in halftime here very soon. I'm going to take a quick restroom break for the second half, and then we'll be back. So just allow me just 2 seconds, and I'll be right back. All right, so we're back. Sorry, I had to talk logistics. With a broken down bike, it's a little difficult to maneuver things around. But so you're just catching up on chat as a United fan. Yep. I hope one of my teams does do well, whether or not my United or the Heat. Yeah, one of the two, right? A little difficult right now. We lost the Community Shield. What? Look what happened. We'll win the Prem again. Oh, I see your point. Why are we'll win the Prem again? Oh, so if we lose those competitions, we typically end up winning, is basically what you're saying. Yes, completely agree with you. I don't think you're wrong. I think we've been kicked out of the Community Shield like a lot recently, like very early, just because we've been focusing more on the Premier League and we really haven't had much of a squad at all, really. Ceballos off to Xhaka, and then Kolasinac going to play a nice ball here to Pepe. Curtis Jones will take up the rebound, and then Grujic is going to give it to Harry Wilson. Wilson playing more in the midfield this entire match. He's typically played as more of a striker, so this is pretty interesting just in general of where – oh, my sound's gone. My bad. Now we're back. My bad. Yes, I was agreeing with you. Sorry, Sergeant. I was saying that that 100% that's what happened. We didn't win the Community Shield. We actually were taken out. We lost the Community Shield pretty quickly the last couple of years. Just mainly, I was saying it's because we don't have the squad. Sorry, YouTube, if you're hearing that again. I was muted on Twitch. We just don't necessarily have the squad for it. And that's going to be Fallon Jota up the pitch in the final third here. So we'll see what it is. And yeah, again, this year we're not in it too. We've already been out. So hopefully it does work out pretty well. I also feel like we always lose the Community Shield, but Wilson with the ball into the box. Grujic over the head, over the goal, and into the cop. It was a looping header, but he did get contact on it. Good ball in from Wilson from the corner. Or not the corner, from the free kick. Leno here. Arsenal's most likely going to be trying to play out from the back here once again. Leno to Xhaka, then back to Leno. Does this one go to pens? I don't. I should know this, but I don't. The FA Cup is the one where it switches, right? So if you draw, then you end up playing the other way. I think the Carabao Cup is just straight up. So I think it is, if it's at 0-0, it just goes straight to pens. I don't think you play extra time in this one, do you? I could be mistaken. Again, Will says yes, so I think I am correct. There we go. Kolasinac with the throw. Williams cuts it off. Nico, and then Nico will foul onto, I think that is, it's number 30, and that's Nketiah. Pepe here playing against Nico, trying to dance around Williams. Pepe with the cross. Adrian with the saves. Yeah, they go straight to pen, so it doesn't. And we have been a little shaky in penalties. We did lose the shield, so. And then, Xhaka goes right into the back of Jota. I think stepped on his ankle or his heel there. Xhaka's trying not to go in the book. Hey, I understand. I did it wrong. I'm sorry. No extra time will be played in the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. The competition made the decision to scrap extra time ahead of the 21 season to reduce player fatigue. Matches will instead go straight to penalties, shootout if they end in a draw. Thank you, Sergeant. Appreciate that. Thanks for the info on that, and thanks for the confirmation. So if this is scoreless at the end, it will go straight into penalties. A nice ball there. The interchange between Jota and Salah doesn't come on, but the press is on here for Liverpool, and we will and then Nico's not able to get that final touch there to get the interception. But the press will still be on for Liverpool here. Arsenal have to throw it in their third and get the ball out. Reece Williams with a nice intervention there. The ball will find Cedric. Cedric will most likely try to play Nketiah in. Doesn't. Reece Williams does a really nice job playing defends there. Adrian with the clearance that will go out of play on the halfway line. Arsenal will have the throw in. Yeah, I think we will get at least one goal. I would honestly, I think it would be wild if this game ends 0-0. Just the way how both teams play, both teams take a lot of risks, like playing out from the back, playing a high press. So it would be pretty fascinating if it does go 0-0. I just don't think it'll really turn out into that match. And Ketia just getting absolutely attacked by Liverpool players here on the press. A nice long ball here, trying to go to Saka. Saka's going to be guarded here by Nico and on Salah. Curtis Jones gets the ball. Grujic going to try to play out from here. He's trying to be fouled. He's going to be held by Xhaka. And then I think that eventually just needs to be the yellow card. He actually played a really quick free kick that landed to the feet of Jota, but the referee says, no, come back here and get this yellow card and restart the play. I mean, Jota had a nice, it's pretty obvious here what Arsenal want to do. They don't want to allow our midfielders to move up and try to actually pick the pass in the counterattack here. Again, well, I don't mind watching NFL, but I never understand the positions. Also, the stop starting kind of discourages me. Yeah, I agree with you. Football, American football is pretty difficult to watch if you're not really like involved with it, or if you don't have red zone. And then I think Nico Williams is actually going to be able to get that corner off of Cedric. Really good job there from Nico. Let's talk about 6, baby. Let's talk about 6, baby. The big thing is, again, Will, if you have access to red zone on Sundays, that's what like gives you the highlights of like every single game that's about to score. That's like when it's really exciting. I'll be 100% honest with you. But I understand when you're watching just one game, it is the stop starting is kind of annoying. It's hard. I mean, we're really into football or soccer is a lot easier to follow in my opinion because it's 45 minutes straight action with just a 15-minute break. So I think the referee saw some hand fighting there and just wants to get everything straightened away. No problems. And then the free kick will be, or the corner will be coming in. Free kick for Milner. Going to the back post, finds a header. Grujic, Van Dijk to the middle. Save from Leno. Really good job again. Minamino trying to fight for the ball. Wins the ball back, but he's called for a foul on the edge of the box. Dare you to say dead fast, let's talk about 6 12 times. Let's talk about 6. 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 Was that 12? I lost count. Sorry. Leno doing a fantastic job here in goal for Arsenal. He's basically being the Allison for us of last game. He's playing lights out right now, really on top of his game. Yes, but you take breaths. Yes, but take breaths. Well, when you guys say it fast, you can't take breaths, right? Grujic wins the ball, tries to get the ball up field, but the ball's not really found either team yet. It's kind of just going back and forth. Milner is able to get a ball to Jota, so we're able to take some more control. Grujic in the midfield here is going to look up and try to play a pass to Nico Williams, who's pushed further upfield. Nico looking for Salah, not able to find anything, goes from Curtis Jones to Grujic. Curtis tries to make a run, but it's blocked off by Nketiah. Back to Reece Williams, and then back to Grujic once again. I cannot do the woodchuck wood thing fast. That is just tough. I don't have the I sometimes mess up when a lot of action happens on the pitch and I don't even know what to call sometimes. So saying the woodchuck wood thing definitely would destroy me here. Pepe takes the ball up in the Liverpool final third. He just gets past Reece Williams, but the intervention there from Nico Williams saves the ball, and Adrian saves. Curtis Jones finds the head of Salah. Nice play in behind. Liverpool here slightly going on the attack. Wilson trying to find the right pass. He finds Jota at the top. Milner on the overlap. Jota, edge of the box, gets it back to Grujic. Grujic to Jones. Then Jones to Williams. And the ball's a little too much for Williams. And he played it too much and played it out of play. He knows he made the mistake there, and he's upset with himself. Klopp, seemingly with his clear glasses, seems to be unimpressed, but they're just kind of hanging out there. I just hate the interchange every time with different sets of players, like defenders attacking, then the kicking. Yeah, I agree. It's just a lot. It's a very different sport. If you don't like grow up with it, or you don't really know much about it, it's really hard to get involved. And then Leno, they decide not to play out from the back, and then Leno just kicks it basically to Klopp and Arteta right in between both of them. And Liverpool will have to throw in Arteta trying to set up the press. Oh yes, my friend. Yeah. He did. He did. He did leave. He's going to go get the straps for his bike to when they have to go in the trailer. Liverpool will. The press affected Liverpool there, and Arsenal will get the turnover. Gabriel. Now his bike's currently in the middle of the street, so he's trying to go get it. Pepe. Pepe thinking, nice pass there to Shaka, and then Grujic cuts it out. That would have been a problem because there were people in behind. Nice touches from Jota and Wilson. Very quick interchange. Jota's trying to charge into the box here. He's going to charge into the shot. Take a shot. Oh, it took a deflection, I think. It's going to go out for a Liverpool corner. Jota playing a really good job here, pushing into the final third here, and he takes a shot from outside of his boot, and it's going to be deflected. Yes, his corner for us. Milner here again with the corner. 56 minutes have gone so far. Curtis Jones with the pretty poor delivery, finding itself in the box. It's not under control anywhere. Wilson gets it back out to Jones. Milner's going to try to play in a ball here. He's going to find Jota. Maybe Grujic at the back post. Nothing. Plays it out of bounds. He missed the goal there. So once again, it remains 0-0. Liverpool on the attack there, getting some pretty good pressure on Arsenal. Or as I say, yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I felt. Eddie Robertson there warming up the bench. Josh Elliott, the same thing. He's wearing a Louis Vuitton top. Or wait, that wasn't Louis Vuitton. It's just like, it's the way how our shirt looks. Never mind. Unless we all have it designed that way. It's kind of crazy. It looks like a Louis Vuitton shirt. Reece Williams does a pretty decent job to be able to get in there, but the ball will go out of play, and Arsenal will still have a throw in our final third. Good defense from Nico Williams. Family-friendly streams. Yes, I appreciate it very much. We always just try to keep it family-friendly because we don't know who's watching out there, so don't want to scare anybody away. No, I have it. If it's like I said, if it's on the Twitch side of things, I got so many screens up and so many things going on. It's really hard for me to check anything, but I will check it out after the match. I'll hop on Twitch and look at the messages. Curtis Jones tries to play it out. Oh, wow, this is neat. It's like an aviation thing. You're into planes. Neat. I like the website. That's neat, found you. Hey, we all got to have our passions and our different things, right? That's sweet. Minamino trying to get in behind there, but Kolasinac does a really good job playing that out. Williams tries to get the touch, finds Curtis. Curtis thinking, going. Curtis passes to Williams. Williams is going to have the throw in here. Salah wriggling around in the box. Salah still fighting around in the box. Arsenal take the ball, but then are going to play it out for a throw-in. Arsenal under a lot of pressure here from Liverpool, trying to maintain the siege here. Williams will have the throw in to Salah. Salah is going to cut the byline, and nothing's going to happen, but then it's going to get to the top of the box. Grujic is going to take a hit. Oh, Leno gets down to his left side with a really nice save. Leno once again on fire today. Van Dijk clears out the long ball clearance from Arsenal, and it will be a throw-in for Arsenal now. Yeah, that's a nicely hit ball from Grujic. It was definitely going to find the bottom corner, but Leno has been on it today for Arsenal. Reece Williams with some great defense, and he's going to kick it out for a throw-in for Arsenal. Reece Williams, a youngster coming up from the lower divisions, had played in the lower leagues, but now has the confidence, and he is playing alongside Virgil van Dijk. Here we'll see Mo Salah coming off the pitch, not necessarily because of his performance, but also probably just because of fitness. We don't necessarily want to play Mo for a full 90 in the Carabao Cup. He will be coming off the pitch here for Divock Origi. Van Dijk, same situation. Do not want the senior players playing typically more than 60 minutes in the Carabao Cup here, and Joe Gomez will go in to replace him. So Gomez and Origi back onto the pitch. I would have to say this sort of weakens the squad or the team right now, taking off the first senior team players and kind of putting on two squad players, which is fine. But this is the reasoning is this is the Carabao Cup, and we don't want our Van Dijks and the Salahs of the world getting injured or have too much strain on them at the beginning of the season. Ball will go out, and it will be a Liverpool throw. Nicolas Pepe with the mistake. Three more sight sessions. Williams here with the clearance, finds the head of Jota. Taki comes back, battling. Ball still in the air. It will eventually come down and fall to Milner. Milner's going to play a nice ball with his left foot. It won't find Curtis Jones, and it will actually go all the way back to James Milner. Milner again, clearing it, trying to clear it out. This time it does find the feet of Curtis Jones. Jones with a nice ball in behind. It's going to find Jota. Jota with a really nice ball. Jota's in, and Leno saves once again. Oh, Leno saves once again. Are cams inverted? What happened? The cam looks okay on my side. Jota with a really nice control there off of his shoulder, bringing it down so he can hit it out of the air in the volley. And Leno, once again, just a really nice save. It's at the perfect fight for the keeper. Ball in for the corner. Grujic once again. Leno saves. I mean, Leno here is just, Leno's the problem here. Taki's going to keep the ball in play. What? Okay, it went out of play. Arsenal will regain possession. I mean, Leno's just been playing absolutely lights out here. This header in from Grujic, definitely going to find the back of the net, and it's a looping header as well from outside of the box, but it's a really nice header trying to find the top corner, and Leno gets rid of it. Fantastic goalkeeping. Liverpool struggling here to finish and make the score and make the opportunities count. The Liverpool opportunities are starting to pile up here in the second half. Jota to Mini. Milner is going to find Reece Williams. Milner, Grujic, Wilson. I see what you mean. It's like reversed in the background. I thought I was reversed. Yeah, the reason why is because I'm in a Zoom call with my brother who's broadcasting on YouTube, so it's flipped that way. It's like what you're seeing on mine is like the actual like live one, so it's faced the right way, if that makes sense. But I was worried. I thought when you said inverted, I was like upside out or something. So I was like, what's going on? Here, Jones to Wilson. Jones trying to play the ball. He's going to shoot. It's going to be blocked by Gabriel, and I think Leno's going to be able to easily find the ball there. Yeah, no, Teams is the only reason we use it. It's pretty easy. It's for us. It's pretty. We haven't had any problems or anything with Zoom, so it's just to get the image on. We used to use Discord, but Zoom was better. And then Pepe, there's a nice ball in here. No, it's not Pepe. It's Nketiah. Apologies. For 30. Gabriel, picture of him. I gotta say, this Arsenal kid looks pretty interesting. It's kind of cool. Nico Williams once again with the throw in. Pepe with the pressure and kicks it out of play. El Medi looks like he's going to have his opportunity here to come on for Arsenal. Will be a change in the midfield for Arsenal and Arteta. The camera's not on the pitch. I think my look is running out. We need to have them on for multiple days. I see what you mean. Maybe it's the whole time up until the match. Maybe it's from when you wake up or you got to sleep in them too. Ball finds Jota here. Jota's going to go on a run. Not able to find anywhere else. He was kind of left on an island against 4 Arsenal players there. Offside, Arsenal flagged. Good job from the defense. Wilcock was flagged offside. Good high line played. Arteta looks confused. Gomez. Milner. Milner plays a ball to Origi. Plays it out of the press. Origi's going to look. Grujic plays a really nice long diagonal there to Nico Williams, who is not able to control it. And the turnover is going to go to Pepe. It's Reece Williams on Pepe. Reece Williams. Oh, I think Pepe took a hit to the face there. Not on purpose, Reece Williams. I think it was a complete accident because he actually did apologize and he knew it was the foul. I don't think this was necessarily anything on purpose. He was actually trying to like just get a hand on him, and it just happened to just hit him in the face. I don't think it's necessarily anything on purpose. I don't think it actually has to be flagged as a yellow card or anything like that either. Here, there's going to be two changes. El Mohammadi is going to be coming on for Ceballos. I'm pretty sure they replaced each other at the weekend. I think El Mohammadi started the match and then Ceballos came on later. So this kind of makes sense in the terms of minutes, how Arteta spread them out between both matches. Another Egyptian on. Yeah. Gabriel with the ball. Adrian's going to toss the ball all the way to Origi, but it's actually going to end up finding Taki. Origi's going to just kick the ball, and he's going to try to out-sprint Holding here. Holding's going to send it all the way back to Leno. Then the press is on to El Mohammadi, back to Holding. Liverpool has 3 players around the ball right now. El Mohammadi has a little bit of space to play out from the press. El Mohammadi once again. It's going to find Jota. Jota has the ball. Holding takes the ball off of Jota. Xhaka is going to get it to the other side. Tries to get it to Kolasinac. Kolasinac and Curtis sprinting for the same ball. Kolasinac now gets it to Saka. Xhaka all the way up back to the right wing. Arsenal doing a really nice job of passing this around. There's 4 people in the middle here. Saka takes a touch. Nico Williams with the save there, able to clear that out of the way. I was talking to the shop before and a cat came up and started rubbing my leg. Oh my God, that is crazy, Sergeant. I do not have any animals. I actually don't take care of any, so I wouldn't know. Arsenal with the corner here. Pepe, the ball's a little too much for him. Pepe's going to try to cross it back into the box. And what a save from Adrian. Kolasinac with the header. It was directly at Adrian, but Adrian saves. Quick reflexes. Good job. Great goalkeeping from both goalkeepers, you would have to say. Both goalkeepers keeping them all, both team into the match there. And that's what happens when Van Dijk's not into the pitch. Gomez plays it off. And then Arsenal, or no, I think it may have been Holding that had the header here. Nicely worked corner. Pepe with the box in. No, it was holding. I apologize. It was holding that went in and had the header on the contact. Beats Gomez in the air. He's not able to get it, but it was right at Adrian. And Adrian makes a great reaction save. Oh, that's cute. Snowy. I like the cat. You have Dottie and Lottie. It's adorable. Oh, Jota's ball is not able to find Curtis Jones to send Liverpool here on the break. Arsenal getting a really good spell of possession here, putting pressure on Liverpool. Gabriel with the long ball, trying to look for Saka. Reece Williams there. Reece Williams with a nice tackle in there to get it out for a throw-in. Oh, no, it was actually out to Liverpool. Never mind. I do. I know what you mean. One of my friends actually just got a kitten, so I've been taking care of a kitten from when they're gone, and it's actually kind of fun. Like when the cat doesn't hate humans, it's like kind of a nice animal, you know. I don't know. I've had some bad experiences with cats in the sense like they're just really hard to interact with. But this cat so far has been a cat that like this kitten like always jumps on me and like sleeps in my lap. So I'd say I like it. So good. Klopp putting his mask on when he's talking here. Definitely nobody wants to see, he doesn't want people to see what he's saying, but also doing the right thing, wearing his mask. Good job, Jurgen. Grujic gets a foot in there, but it won't fall to a Liverpool player. It will fall to Leno. Gabriel, Jota with the press here. Xhaka plays a ball out to Kolasinac that keeps it in play. Really good job from Kolasinac there with the header. Kolasinac again trying to play a return ball from Saka to get a run on. Doesn't. Kolasinac hit Joka's hand. No call. Okay. Grujic here going up the pitch. Finds Jota on the right wing. He's switched sides. Grujic thinking, taking a shot. Deflected out for a Liverpool throw. That is funny. It's just probably finding a new human. It probably wants to. So they're so used to like motherly love, believe it or not, at a young age. They kind of need that. Harry Wilson with the back towards goal. Jota finds Grujic. Oh, the ball's going to be too short from Grujic to Milner, so the attack's going to be cut out here for Liverpool. El Mohammadi with the ball. Taki still pressing. Again, Will here on YouTube. Yeah, I have a cat for a year now. It was really fun taking care of it growing up. Now it's just snobbish. Yeah, exactly. It's like they know that like they only need you for like food and things like that when they're younger, and then after that they just kind of like leave you. That's been all my experiences with it. They did trust you, but sniffing and rubbing me, but it was hurt. Yeah, oh, that's sad. But it's kind of nice that you're able to take care of it. I would have to say, Sergeant. Well, now them here is preparing to get onto the pitch. Gabriel passes it back to Leno. Holding. Arsenal once again trying to play out from the back, and then Holding kicks it out of play. Liverpool up, have a throw in the final third of Arsenal here, continuing to press on. There are 17 minutes left to play, or we will go to penalties. And as you can tell, I'm nervous. I'm biting my nails. Sorry. I know I need to stop. Williams, a few step overs there, doesn't go anywhere, passes back to Reece Williams, then back to Gomez. Back to Curtis. Milner continues playing the ball there for Curtis. Curtis moving up the wing. Curtis plays it back to Milner. Grujic. Milner is going to play a ball in. It's deflected. Harry Wilson puts in the tactical foul there. A good tactical foul, I would have to say. from Harry Wilson. Pepe did have a break on there. It was a turnover high up the pitch, and it was kind of a 3v4, a handshake or a high five between Pepe and Wilson. Just a sense of respect knowing what happened there. But this is something I've actually gone on Liverpool about. They don't do as much as this tactical fouling as they need to. There's been a lot of times we've played teams where they've scored a goal on us where it's like, hey, like if you would have just fouled the guy at the halfway line, picked up a yellow card, we wouldn't be down a goal. Here, Wijnaldum will be coming on to the pitch for Jota. Should be an interesting formation here playing by Liverpool. Gonna have to see how they set up. It looks like Origi, Taki, and Wilson are going to be the front three players here. They all kind of test, and we found out it's cat's real old, as my cat's 15, so 3. I blink my eyes. Oh. Whew, thank God that cross didn't go anywhere near. And Ketia almost got on the end of this one, and it could have been a problem, but ended up not getting enough contact. Reece Williams did enough. Yeah, you blink your eyes dead fat. Yeah, you guys can't see, and I've set up my desk so it's not connected to the floor, but my foot is tapping like nonstop every single time we do one of these games. When it's NBA or anything like that, my foot is not tapping, but it's tapping out of control right now. Ball in to the Arsenal box here. Curtis Jones will pick it up, have a possibility for a cross. He should get it back to Nico, doesn't get back to Rico, and then Reece with a strong tackle there, throwing Nketiah to the ground. Why? I don't know. It's just a nervous tick. And I get a lot more nervous watching Liverpool than anything else. Ball in played here on the Liverpool half. Williams plays it out on Pepe here. Well, that's like why you asking my eyes are blinking. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess it's slightly rhetorical in that sense. And then, ball's going to almost find Origi here. It was a long ball played from the back line of Liverpool. Wasn't able to catch who did it. But it almost turned into a goal for us there. Arsenal here in the back, holding to Xhaka. Xhaka will get it back to Gabriel. Gabriel gets it to Holding. Gabriel, once again, slowly working up the pitch, looking for the ball to play, plays a long ball, but Joe Gomez cuts it out. Gini back to Milner. Milner plays a ball into Origi's feet here. A really nice ball to move Liverpool off the pitch. Gini plays the ball out for Milner. I don't know if Milner's going to get there. Milner doesn't. It's out for a goal kick. Yeah, Penn's coming. Yeah, I'm... I don't want to commentate penalties. That's so scary. It's going to be brutal. Yeah, I know. This is going to go to penalty. This is going to be miserable. I know it's just the Carabao Cup, but like, God. We've had so many opportunities, just haven't been able to put it away. And Leno's been playing absolutely lights out, so you got to give credit to the guy. Origi to Gini. Gini's going to has fresh legs, going to try to push up the field. He's on the left. Gets it to Grujic. Grujic will pass back to Gini. Gini looking, being the general he is. Gets it to Grujic. Grujic will get it back to Milner on the left. Then to Minamino. Back to Grujic. Origi to Milner. Milner thinking about a cross, decides against it, ends up just falling against Cedric, and Cedric kicks it out of play. Yeah, the arse. Yeah, it's an interesting way to put it. But yes, I agree with you. I found you. Arsenal playing, getting stuck at the in their final third here. Milner with the cross in with his left foot, cleared away. Back to Grujic, all the way back to Gomez. Restart the attack. Gomez to Jones. Jones then to Nico. Nico considering a cross, says no, continues thinking about it, plays a quick 1-2 with Wilson. Good defense there by Saka, and it will go out for a Liverpool corner kick. Yeah, cats always love playing with the lasers. It's actually very funny, but you don't want to have them play with the lasers like too much, because it's actually technically bad for them if they like continuously always play with it. Lacazette, who had the chance of scoring the winner or at least the equalizer for Arsenal against us, is preparing to come on. Wilson here with the corner kick, number 59. Wilson with the corner to the back post. Nobody is there. It will go out for a Liverpool throw-in on the opposite side. And then right before the ball actually went in, Lacazette here is going to come onto the pitch. I think it would make sense. I think, yep, it's going to be I think he's taking off Nketiah. Yep, he is going to be taking Nketiah off. Nketiah played a pretty good game. I've had to say his name a decent amount of times, actually. Played very well this today. I would have to say the youngster for Arsenal. James Milner, the play will restart, and he will have the throw in. 8 minutes left in regular time. Williams gets the ball out from under his feet and finds Nico Williams. Williams plays the ball in for Origi. Origi's not able to get his head on it. Close there from Liverpool. Nice long ball. Back to Gabriel. Arsenal playing out from their back. Cedric or Kolasinac back to Gabriel, back to Leno. Oh, so technically the name is supposed to be like R-E. So it's supposed to be like, because on Reddit you do like R-E. So it's like a Reddit thread. That was kind of the idea from it. It was kind of a clever play on it. So it's actually just like live sports. But I guess you could also say re-live sports, right? Pepe is going to have Nico Williams on his heels there. Nico does a really good job getting a foot in, stopping Pepe and sending him backwards. Saka's going to find in behind, get a ball in. Reece Williams with a really nice finish. Pepe's going to try to take a shot. No, very good job from Wilson trying to disrupt them there. And Adrian will go out for the goal kick. Yeah, Pepe with the right-footed attempt was that. Nicolas Pepe, the Lille player that was bought for £70 million last year by Arsenal from League One. Arsenal here high up the pitch, and Liverpool's third. Kolasinac throws it into Xhaka. Gabriel. To El Mohammedi, all the way back to Holding. Finds Cedric. Cedric plays a ball into the middle. It's going to only find the head of Grujic. Then it's going to find the feet of Genie. Grujic finds Jones. Jones to Wilson. Wilson asking for someone to come to him and get the ball and play, but no, he doesn't. He ends up going all the way back to Reece Williams. Origi has the ball in the left wing, then finds Genie, then finds Milner, then finds Taki, then finds Genie once again. Play kind of stops here, edge of the box. Nico Williams takes a shot. Should have played across. in my opinion, but it was a good shot. He caught the ball very well, but it was directly at Leno. Looked like a Trent Alexander-Arnold type sort of play there. But I think that Taki, I think the cross was on there for Taki and the three others going into the box. I think that was probably the best idea and the best play there. Yeah, 5 more minutes of normal time, and then we will go to penalties. Saka seems to be on the floor here with some cramp. This is Niles here. I think he's going to come onto the pitch for Saka. Yeah, then absolute torture. I know. It's going to be awful if this goes into penalties. We've also had so many chances to win it. Like the Jota, I mean, not so many chances. If we were just a little more clinical on our finishing, we would have already won this match like way, like cut and dry, like about 30, 40 minutes ago. But I mean, Leno's played an absolute blinder today. It's been unbelievable. Wilson's going to pass it back to Leno because that was an injury. Arsenal will play out from the back here. Leno, nope, decides to play it long. Reece Williams will go for the header. He does. And then it comes down to Grujic. Then El Mohammadi. Then Xhaka. Then to Holding. Arsenal meant to get the possession from this one. Holding plays a long diagonal, trying to pick on Nico Williams. Adrian says, stop running. Don't waste your breath. I got it. Finds Milner. Milner looking around, probing, trying to find the right pass. He ends up going back to Gomez, and then Gomez will end up going back to Adrian. Adrian with a ball out, trying to find Wilson, and the ball will go in behind. Arsenal will be able to take the possession here. Arsenal will go all the way back to Leno. Arsenal now trying to play out from the back. Both teams trying to press each other and play out from the back and cause turnovers. It is quite an interesting way the match is sort of panned out. Also playing each other both in the span of like a week. Here, Pepe may be on here. Pepe, no flag yet. Pepe, flag is raised. Offside. It's got to be at least 5 or 6 like offside calls. I think that's actually a good decision. If VAR was there, maybe it would have been close, but I think it was a good decision. I think he was just a hair offside, a nick offside. It's like a millimeter. Grujic takes control of the ball here, gets it to Gomez. Then to Reece Williams. Gomez plays the ball, and it hits the hand of Maitland-Niles, I think. Yeah, he was flagged for that one, and we will have a chance at a decent free kick here to get the ball in. Maitland-Niles, I can't tell if he's nodding his head at the ref or he's kind of just upset at himself here. Oh, it would have been a quick play there if but Pepe was paying attention there. Milner tried to almost run in behind. We've conquered all. Yep, that's what Anfield would be bellowing right now if it was full. Wilson runs over it. Milner with the cross in. It's going to go to the back post. Nobody there. Maitland-Niles away for a corner kick to Liverpool. In the 88th minute of the match, we will have a corner to possibly take the game here. Taki's going to be standing over it, but Milner will jog over it and take the corner. Looking at the tall heads, we got Reece Williams, Origi, Gomez, all 6 foot and above. You have? You've been? Yeah, I've never been to Anfield. I cannot wait for the moment I'm able to go. I was supposed to go this season and watch the end of the season against Chelsea. We probably would have been crowned champions around them, and it would have been awesome. Low cross in, Lacazette clears, wasted opportunity there, not able to clear the first man. No, I haven't been able to go there. COVID kind of ruined it. We're supposed to go there to watch us win the league this year and watch the match against Chelsea at Anfield. Grujic gets the ball out from under his feet there. He's got a lot of Arsenal players around him. Gets it to Genie. Genie finds the space and gets it out to Milner. Yeah, but like I want to go when it's like fully packed. You know what I mean? And I want to go when like all the pubs are open, like all of that, like I want it to be full-fledged, no coronavirus like problem. You know what I mean? And a nice cross there finds Williams, but Williams in the box heads it down, and Leno easily cleans that up. Minamino with a nice press there on Xhaka. Okay, then 2021. Yeah, I know. I'm just picky because I've had opportunities to actually go and watch Liverpool. I've watched a lot of matches. I've been to the Bernabeu. I've been to Camp Nou. I've been to the San Siro. I've been to Allianz. I've been to a lot of football matches around Europe when I studied abroad there and lived there for a bit. But like Liverpool wasn't good at the time, so I didn't really want to go to like a bad Anfield and like see a bad game. Like I want to go when we're good, if that makes sense. Like I want the experience. Cedric's going to play a ball in here for Pepe, but it's way too high up, and Adrian is just going to, collect cool, calm, and collectedly. This has been a match of both goalkeepers, I would have to say. They've both been playing really well. Adrian really only had to make 1 or 2 saves, and Minamino will foul Xhaka there, but he's only had to make 1 or 2 saves, and then a ball is going to be played in behind here. Adrian comes out really quickly. Sweeper keeper, really good job there. Cedric's going to get the ball up. Milner's going to try to dispossess him, not able to. El Mohammadi looking, thinking, playing on the line. Arsenal's in behind here. And I have no idea necessarily what happened in the box. Arsenal players are screaming for a handball. Cedric is running over to him. Cedric will find himself in the book for trying to run over to the player. Well, I mean, I think Milner does touch the ball. All right, so he touches the ball, he tackles it, he falls on it, and he hits his hand. I mean, okay, I don't know what just happened to my footage or my screen. My screen is absolutely just gone black, and so did my television that it's on as well. ESPN Plus just said we've had technical difficulties. So I've kind of lost. I've lost footage. All right, now we're back. Nope, not back. Yep, now we're back again. If that was VAR, I think they would have called that one a penalty because Milner's not that he purposely touches the ball, but his hand makes contact with the ball, which in today's new law, which I don't personally fully agree with, that would have been automatically called a penalty. So lucky there is no VAR in this match for us today. Cedric finds himself in the book for his complaints. Reece Williams will clear the ball. We have 50 seconds until we go to the nerve-wracking pens. Origi's going to have a little chance here. He's trying to break forward, continuing to break forward, finds Genie. Genie's going to think. Genie's going to get it to Grujic. Grujic has got to make a quick pass here. Grujic is going to go forward, find Milner. Milner's going to have the cross into the box. It's going to find Nico Williams with the shot. And there was a foul from Taki before that. Good play here, kind of the final play from Liverpool, trying to get some pressure on AAU. Yeah. Kevin Friend here. I would have to say he's done a pretty good job of actually refereeing the match. I think it's been a somewhat fair assessment of the whole game, in my opinion, between him. Leno here is going to go for the clearance. And we will go to a penalty shootout. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we find ourselves in this situation, a situation where we were against Chelsea and we ended up losing that situation. I need to go quickly to pee because I did not before. I was talking to my friend and I'm absolutely dying and I'm extremely nervous too. So I'll be back in 2 seconds. All right, we're back. Oh, this is the worst. I absolutely can't stand this. There's nothing we can do about this. All the viewers get to just watch an absolute Liverpool fan just in pain. This is going to be brutal. I'm not excited about this. I hate penalties. We've dominated the match. I think we've gotten I think we've done pretty well. I think in general how the match has played out, we created most of the opportunities. I can really only remember maybe one or two Arsenal opportunities that could have been a problem. We at least created. We forced Leno into at least 3 or 4 saves. So overall, I think we outplayed Arsenal, but we just really weren't able to get that clinical finish and get that goal, unfortunately. So we're here going to be in extra time. So this should be or not extra time. We're going to be going to penalties. So it should be interesting. Both captains come together, discuss where they want to take the penalties. Not sure it really matters considering there's no fans. So like going into the Cop end, it's not really a big deal. There's no fans there. Adrian actually did save us last year in his first appearance. I think it was in the Super Cup, right? It did actually go into penalties, and he did save us there. So Adrian does have a good penalty record. Leno as well. Leno and Adrian giving each other a hug, knowing this is kind of a crapshoot, and it's on them. I think Adrian will be the first one in goal here. This is terrifying. This is absolutely brutal. Yeah, Allison's not that great at penalties. I'll be honest with you. He's good at everything else, but he's not as good as at penalties as he is other keepers. But he did save that pen last week or 2 weeks ago against Chelsea. So, I mean, it's hard to disagree with that. Milner will take the first one here. Milner standing over the ball. Leno. Here we are. Telling Adrian to get off the pitch. And here we have Milner for the first one. Milner. Clean. Easy. 1-0 Liverpool. Nice finish there from Milner. He also seems like he had a word with somebody or something like that. Yeah, he did. He did score. It's 1-0 to Liverpool right now in the penalty shootout. Lacazette will be coming up to take Arsenal's first penalty. Adrian between the sticks. Lacazette hesitates. Sends Adrian the wrong way. 1-1. The problem I have with penalties, it's like watching like who messes it up first. It's like terrible. It's like who messes up first is decides who wins. I don't know. It's just so weird. Gini is going to take the second penalty here. So the more senior players for Liverpool on the pitch are going to take the first ones here. Gini, Wijnaldum, upper 90. Nice goal there. Found it in the top corner. Also sent Leno the wrong way, but I don't think it mattered if he went the right way. We can't draw again. It just keeps on going until somebody misses. Cedric will be coming to take the penalty for Arsenal up against Adrian once again. Cedric picks up the ball, looks at it, stares at it. Adrian doing his best, Jersey Dudek impressions here, jumping up and down, clapping his hands, going up everywhere. Cedric with a short run up here than usual. Cedric! Oh, Adrian was so close. Adrian guessed the right way and was actually almost there. It was a really well-taken penalty from Cedric, actually hitting the side netting. Fantastic there, and actually pretty good goalkeeping from Adrian. It's like literally fingertips away from saving it, and he knows it. It was just a well-taken penalty. Not really Adrian's fault there. Minamino will be coming to take the third penalty for Liverpool. Minamino, Taki scores 3-0, 3-2. Liverpool with the advantage, obviously, just because Arsenal hasn't gone yet, right? Oh, this is awful. This is absolutely just terrifying. El Neni will be coming on, or will be taking the third Arsenal penalty. Adrian between the sticks. As the penalties go in, the pressure increases. El Neni with the longer run up. El Neni. Adrian saves! Adrian with a fantastic save, able to save it against El Neni. El Neni with a pretty poor penalty, I would have to say. It was perfect height for the goalkeeper. Maybe he was just trying to send him the wrong way, but Adrian saves. El Neni didn't really even give him the eyes. I did think it was such a kind of a poor penalty. Adrian was ready. Oh, fantastic from Adrian right there. Beautiful goalkeeping. Just waited until the end, read the ball. Great job. Now we just need to close these out. Origi will take the fourth penalty for Liverpool. Origi, short run up. Origi saved from Leno. It was right at Leno. Leno dove the right way. It is tied 3-3. Ay, ay. Out of all the people I thought they were going to miss, I really didn't think Origi was going to miss. It was perfect. Honestly, that was pretty much the same exact penalty that El Neni just did. It was pretty much perfect goalkeeper height, and if you went the right way, it was going to get saved. Good save from both keepers. Maitland-Niles will be the next keeper on. It seems like he's talking to himself or singing to himself, which, I mean, kind of happens to me as well, I guess, in pressure situations. Just trying to not think about the pressure at all. Adrian will have to come up with something here. Maitland-Niles with the penalty. A slightly longer run-up for Maitland-Niles. Niles, slow run up, sends Adrian the wrong way, and chips it into the goal. Very cool, calm, and collected, I would have to say, for Maitland-Niles. Kind of arrogant as well, but I kind of like that out of a penalty taker. He just sent him the wrong way. It gave him the eyes. Yep, it is Liverpool 3-3. Curtis Jones here with a very short run-up against Leno. Jones! Ooh, that was close. Leno guessed the right way, but Jones slots it into the bottom corner. Cool, calm, and collected finish. That was nerve-wracking, I guess, for me because I didn't know how well he hit the penalty, but it was a perfect penalty. Finds the corner. Arsenal must score this penalty. It is Pepe to take the penalty. Oh, please, Adrian. Please. 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 Pepe will take it. The run up, hesitation, sends Adrian the wrong way. We are in sudden death at this point. So whoever messes up is pretty much the culprit. So we'll just keep on going down the line. Who's next? It's 4-4. Harry Wilson will be taking the next penalty. An experienced player, I would have to say, in the championship has been in this moment, has a fabulous left foot. Harry Wilson with a quick run up here. He's going to take it, and it's going to be saved by Leno. Oh, this is bad. Harry Wilson's penalty is saved by Leno. Pretty good height for the goalkeeper there as well. Leno saves it. It is all on Adrian now to save us. It's up to Joe Willock. Willock needs to score against Adrian. Adrian needs to save to keep us in the match. Adrian doesn't save. It goes right under him. Arsenal will move on. Adrian, I think, should have saved that. He did guess the right way. Arsenal will beat Liverpool in the Carabao Cup, and we will be out on penalties. I'm extremely upset, and I can't really show how upset I am right now. but that is a brutal way to go out into penalties to Arsenal, a team that I think we actually played better than. We just didn't take our chances. And it was brutal overall. I would have to say, to lose to penalties on that. Origi saved it there. And I would just have to say Leno played lights out here. This is the second time Liverpool lose in penalties once again. Not sure what the problem is there, but we lost against Chelsea earlier in the season as well. So I would like to thank everybody in chat. Thank you, Sergeant Found You. Thank you, Genwill. Yeah, unlucky, I know. It's tough. Penalties are just a crapshoot. I think we dominated the match through and through. But our Arsenal and Arteta are able to take this one away as they were able to play it. So unfortunate for Liverpool not to stay in the competition to be able to win this trophy. But at the end of the day, it does allow Liverpool to focus mainly just on the league and the Champions League in general. Overall, it is here at Anfield. It ends 0-0 Arsenal win, 5-4 on penalties. From all of us here at Relive Sports, we ain't in the Champions League now. Well, yeah, we are. We still got to play in the Champions League. So in about a few weeks, that should start up, I think. So as everybody here from Relive Sports, thank you so much for hanging out in chat and everything like that. Thank you, Sergeant Found You, for always hanging out. Again, Will as well. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for the new follows as well, and the new subs on YouTube. It was fantastic. Thank you very much, everybody. Catch us back here at Relive Sports tomorrow for the NBA Finals, Lakers versus Heat at 9 p.m. Eastern. Thank you very much, everybody, and have a lovely evening.